Today I got Lego set 4563, the Load and Haul Railroad, or the Euro Freight Line. So this set came out in 1991, and like I said, it's the Load and Haul Railroad, or it was called the Euro Freight Line. Comes with 476 pieces, and let's see, I was looking for that on the side of the box somewhere. 476 pieces, 3 figs, and it cost $120 brand new. This one's got the transformer in it, it's got circular track, it's got a couple straight pieces of track, and yeah, this is really really a great set. So mine's used. You can see the box is a little rough, but that's okay. It's mine. So let's open it up and see what we got now that I keep flipping it around. So I had this awesome flip open box. Let's see if we can get a little better angle on that. So the flip open box that had a little worn, a little dusty, shows the train, shows your track, the speed regulator, and a power supply. Wall wart for most of us. Yeah, so it came with 2 cars and a vehicle and 3 minifigures. So it was pretty good amount of play. Let's look at the back of the box too. Again, similar scenario, showing a lot of different views, showing the 9-volt motor was included. Everything you needed to run a 9-volt train came in this box, and that's awesome. All right, let's get it open. Let's see what we have in this set. What I have in this set. So the window box. I'll close that back up because it's kind of rough. We have the instructions, which I have sealed up in a box, or in a bag, not a box, they're in a bag. And this piece of window out of the box, I don't have the insert pieces. There were insert pieces that the Lego pieces and stuff were in. This piece is one of them, and you can see a piece of track went in there. I don't know what the rest of these pieces were supposed to be. Maybe I can find out do a little search, but this was obviously, it just sat down in there. And then, like I said, the divider that was inside the box is missing, or mine's missing. So the transformer, the speed regulator. We have the wall wart and a pretty decent set of track lock-ons or power connectors. These clipped onto the track. Actually, it's pretty clever how these work. These, they just clipped on to the side of the rail, just like that. The wire kind of ran underneath. Now see, I did this one wrong, because there is a spot for the wire to go under the rail. Oh, come on. Right there is a little cutout for that wire to run underneath the rail, so you know you could clip your rail down onto your whatever, your base plates or something else. There's no such thing as Mills plates back then, so but yeah, they thought about how to run that wire, not be a problem. They have 2 pieces of track, and I've noticed something strange in this instruction set. They gave you 2 pieces of track and enough to make an oval and curves, or there's a complete circle. But in the instructions, when it comes to the track, they tell you to stick them together. Stick 2 straight pieces together. Well, what good's that going to do me? Makes a lopsided oval. So obviously the train's already built. We have the locomotive. Whoa. Then we have this little car, a box car, and a gondola car. We also have the fork truck and a load, which is a little tractor. We have a barrel load. We have a little motorcycle or scooter with one of our trained people on it. And we have a hand truck to carry around some of our barrels. And I got a few extra pieces, so I'm not 100% sure if these were extra pieces. It wasn't really a big thing for Lego back then to actually have extra pieces in the sets, but I have extra pieces, so I'm not sure. It's been a little while since I've had this actually out to understand what those pieces are. But let's take a look at the, and then yeah, here's the box. So like I said, it's missing the inserts. You can see these little tabs here. There would have been other clear inserts kind of like this that set in there. In fact, that one probably set something like that. More cardboard. I wish I had the inside, but I don't have the inside. Okay, so let's set that to the side, and let's set this stuff to the side. The instructions, the box, and let's look at what we have. All right, so we have it's a little switch type engine, an 040. Got the classic Trains logo, the Lego Trains logo. We got doors that open. These are the classic train doors. So very nice, rounded windows. That was the kind of the, oh, you know what, I can see already. I bet you one of these pieces is part of this smokestack. Looky there. Perfect. Fixed that already. Yeah, so the classic round railroad windows, the same thing that's in the door. This has the light brick in the front and in the back. Or actually, this is the front and this is the back. So the yellow lights come on. Hopefully we can take a look at that here in a little bit. My layout, the big city, is all battery operated, and this is 9-volt. But my wife's theme park is 9-volt, so we're going to take it over there and run it on the Disney theme park here in a second. So we'll hopefully get there. This is our little sliding box car. So it's got 2 doors on each side, one slides behind the other. Very interesting. It's very clever the way it's the same piece. The door's the same piece, except you just put it one facing out, one facing in, and then they slide behind each other. And then we got the train logo again, the Lego train logo. Same on both sides. It's just a simple 4-wheel car, no bogies, nothing turns, and we have the classic 9-volt magnets. So it's a pretty cool little car here. It's kind of like almost like an auto rack. Then we have our, well, let's wait for that. We have this vehicle here where the sides can go down. This is just, what do they show sitting in this car? They don't actually ever show anything in this car. Actually, they're showing a white pallet that I'm not. Is it because they had the? Oh yeah, it's because they had the barrels off this pallet. Here, it's a gray pallet. But if you look inside, there's this little outline right here, and then the pallets fit on there. So you got it's a raised 1x2 tile on top of the other tiles, so it never sticks, but it won't slide off. It's kind of locked in. The barrel pallet fits there, and the little tractor, which is more like a lawnmower, like a garden tractor, it fits on there too. And then the same with the blue gondola, which also has the sides. Are all these on here backwards? Oh, that's interesting, because this one, which has the railroad logo, is turned around backwards from the other. So is this built wrong, or is that just how it goes? Let's look at the blue. Nope, that's how it goes. So that is built correctly. So they use this side, which has the wood, and then this side, which is like the inside of it, to put the logo on there. But they all go down, and then inside is that same pattern. You got the tiles here, and then a raised set of tiles, and again your load hooks on there and won't slide out, but at the same time it's not actually stuck down. So makes it easy to come in here with your fork truck. Alright, come here with your fork truck. Well, I flipped it off, right? I'm going over with our fork truck now and toss it up in the air. Pretty snazzy. They had built a lot of play factor into these sets back then. This is kind of back when they were actually thinking about model railroading versus just a set, because you could actually buy other buildings, stations, crossing gates, other cars. There was a few cars in 1991. They released, I think, 2 different cars just to add to your railroad. So it was kind of cool that trains as a theme they really put a lot of effort in it. Way more than they do now, where we just kind of get sets every couple years, and occasionally we get a nice, like the crocodile engine. That was pretty cool. And then let's see, what's the last thing here? We have this hand truck. We got the hand truck, and we have an extra construction. Well, he's a railroad worker. There's one here. Then there's the one. This is the thing. It's very hard to get in and out of this fork truck. Vintage Lego. Vintage Lego is all coming apart. I'm breaking it all up. Alright, I think I got that all stuck back in there together, just so we can see the other worker. So he's just in coveralls. This guy's got a safety vest on, and then we have a proper engineer here. He's got the actual logo and everything. So, okay, well, I think it's probably time to pack all this up. Did I go over 476 pieces, 3 figs, load and haul railroad, or the Euro freight line? If you want a sealed one, it's going to cost you. There's 2 currently on Bricklink. One is $650. The other is $1,600. These are sealed. There are a few that people are calling new. I've seen one that says the box is open, but the bags are sealed. They want about $500 for it. And if you just want one like this, it's going to cost you about $150 on up to that $500 range. Basically, instructions, box, all the pieces are, the more complete it is, the more it's going to cost you, the better condition. But, always, again, buyer beware. Look for pictures or ask for pictures, because you never know, you might get something that's been really yellowed. These are older sets, and they yellowed pretty badly. So, alright, let's wrap this up here, and we'll go over to my wife's Disney theme park area and run this train on the 9-volt track. See you over there. We are over on the 9-volt train layout, which is my wife's Disney, and tell her in the comments you want to see her get this all cleaned up so we can see some videos of it, because right now it's kind of in a mess. So let's check it out. This is her. She had her castle, right? Then we have a Ferris wheel, or a merry-go-round, and then a Ferris wheel. Then we have the Disney station, and we got a couple other oddball rides right here. some Disney princess stuff on a playground, and just, you know, this happens when things are. And a bus. That bus does not belong on here. This bus and car do not belong on here. Those actually belong on the. Ooh, I'm completely in the dark. Those actually belong on the city, in the main city. But I'm guessing me or Dakota 1 moved them. So there's some more vehicles for your traffic jam, Dakota. All right, let's see if we can get it going. Here we go. So for not being out of the box in I don't know how many years, and being produced in 1991, it's like 30 years now, 30 plus years, actually running pretty good. Yes, if you notice, I do not have the lights. I do not have the light bricks, so I'm gonna have to look at that. I don't know if it was I mean, it was probably an add-on. I did look at the instructions when I first noticed that the lights weren't working, and this set didn't come with them, so I'm gonna have to look and see. I don't know if it would have been it'd probably been a service pack that will now cost me $50-$60. But I'll figure out what kind of bricks go in it. And I want to get the lights working in there. If it'll work. I think it'll work. Lights. It's got the pieces. The pieces are in there that go over the bulb, and it looks like there's a space for the 1x2 light brick. So I'll have to get that, and then I'll have to do a whole nother video of it running. So, all right, this is the load and haul train set from Lego. Thanks for watching. So you made it to the end of the line. That means it's comment contest time. So in 1991, in the heyday of 9-volt trains, how many sets did Lego release in 1991? First correct answer in the comments, and I'll pin you to the top.